What is happening? This is All Eyes on Cleveland. My name is Brad Ward. That is the fantastic Casey Kinnamon at Case Knows Ball on Twitter. This is All Eyes on Cleveland on the Browns Film Breakdown Network. What's up, chat? What's going on? The greatest chat in all the land. Filing in as usual. What do we got going on here? We got something doesn't feel right, Case. Is the lighting off here?
I think you look fantastic, Brad.
All right, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right. Case, I have a question from the chat already. It was preemptively placed in the chat before I arrived for the show.
Okay. Well, what we got?
Brad, ask Casey to guess Jerome Ford's PFF grade. I'm guessing for week 3.
Jerome Ford's
PFF grade in week 3 against the Green Bay Packers. Can you guess?
I don't know the grade, but I do know he did well in pass protection this week. Graded well. I'm going to say 84.
Lower.
72.
Lower.
My God. He only played like 5 snaps, right? Like, what are we doing? 66. Final answer.
It was, and this is the dumbest thing ever. It was 68.1.
Okay.
72.9 in the pass game.
Yeah, which is great for him, to be honest.
Yeah, 84.5 in pass blocking.
Yeah, that's the one I was referencing that I heard that he did well in, but I didn't see the numbers.
Yeah. And Njoku also is 80, almost 83 in pass blocking.
The older I get, the less stock I put into some of those numbers, though, from PFF.
Hang on one second.
There's just certain positions that I don't think they're very good at evaluating. They're a great place for data. If you want to go figure out snap counts, coverages, stuff like that, they're excellent for that. But there's certain things But, Ford everybody had a minimized role in that backfield except for Q. His was turned all the way up.
Yeah, it was. What a game!
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to talk about it. But what a game. You were in the house. Was it electric?
It was a slog, but the defense, it was enough to keep everyone in the stadium in it.
Yeah.
Even though the offense was severely disappointing and at times just neutered, like there was nothing happening. But the way that defense played, that was my 20th Browns game that I've been to. Probably the greatest defensive performance I've ever seen live, based on who they were playing. Hats off, man. I don't know what else to say. This was the group we expected last year. Just to see them flying around fast and physical and just taking away every answer, in rapid succession. It was something to behold, man. It was a cool scene. And then when it unfolded the way that it did, we didn't leave early. We didn't leave when the game was over. We stayed where we were at in the stands for a long time. Hell of a time.
It was, I didn't think, and I was the one calling that they were going to win last week.
Mm-hmm. You were.
And everybody's calling me crazy. And I'll take a victory lap on that. But I was very much in doubt of that towards the end of the game.
And even the way you believed it was going to unfold, there's no way you thought 13 points would win that shit.
Correct.
There's just no way to believe that going into it.
Or that it would happen in 3 minutes time.
Yeah. The way I look at it is, honestly, they literally only played 4 minutes of complimentary football and you beat the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
That's all you played is 4 minutes of complimentary. The defense played their ass off for 60. But
yeah. So I was I wrote about this, so some of you have probably read this and you're like, all right, enough already, Brad. But the resolute or the resolve of the defense unfreaking real,
Yeah,
dude.
and it was rewarded in the end. Like that's all they were fighting for all day was just the offense to give a tiny spark, and then they were rewarded when it mattered most.
I mean, it was unbelievable. Like, cause, and I wrote about it again when the Miles mic'd up piece came out, which I'm sure you saw, right? Did you see the Miles Garrett mic'd up?
Yeah, of course. That's porn at this point for me. Like that's
right. But I wrote about that. Don't tell me he's not a leader anymore. Quit telling me he's not a leader.
Yeah.
Because that's a fucking leader right there. Like I watched him in that, and that is a fucking leader. Like he, everybody on the team looks to him in critical moments. And in the moment where you could be on that defense, you could be so frustrated at the end of that game. You're playing like the game of your life. Those guys are playing their ass off. They got 0 points from the offense. People are looking to him. He's not frustrated. He's looking at the clock. He's saying, "Get one more stop, make one more play, look to get a turnover." He's not panicked.
Yeah.
And not panicking in that moment when you played that game and the offense hasn't done a damn thing all day, and to not panic and just keep reinforcing the message, that's fucking leadership, man. And to, you know what I mean? Like, to know, and then, I challenge people to go around the league and find me how many star defensive ends know what's going on in their kicker's personal life. And things like that. Like, tell me that's not a good leader. Like, he looked incredibly comfortable leading, I thought. Pre-game speech, post-game interview. It's all about the team. If the offense is down, we'll pick them up. To me, it was like, why are we questioning this?
Yeah. Well,
he's clearly a leader.
Because it took a while to get to here. But I think that there's just a matter of authenticity. I think the first time when he tried to wear that mantle, he wasn't comfortable in that position, and you're forcing things at that point. But that's his authentic self that you're seeing there in those videos. He's not acting. He's not putting on. That is who he is. And players respond to that. And he's obviously the alpha because he's Miles fucking Garrett. Like, so everyone is looking to him. But when he takes on those qualities, when he is being vocal, I think that you just have to respond to it if you're a player. And then when you see it in the video, they obviously do. And we were searching for a while to find leaders, and it's awesome that that's who he is now. He's not trying to be, that's who he is. And
that's just who he is. Yeah. It's not like he has to force it even. It's coming naturally to him at this point in his career.
And I think early in his career, he probably wasn't comfortable. He was the young guy. And, it takes, especially defensive leaders, period. When you look around the league, name a bunch of them. There's not, man. There's just, everyone's, the quarterback's the guy for every team, pretty much,
Yeah.
And that's not the case for this team. It's Miles Garrett. And on the other side is David Njoku. He's the vocal guy, the one who rallies the troops, Yeah.
And I see in the chat, Mr. Robbins saying, can we please have a conversation about this offense? We're going to get to it. We'll get to the offense. But, this is the first time me and Casey have had a chance to talk.
Just celebrate the defense, man.
About the win. So
I want to say one thing about the day. We, as an organization, as everyone in the stands, we missed a awesome opportunity to sing happy birthday to Grant Delpit after that game. He balled his face off in that game.
He did.
That might, when I walk away from that game, I'm like, I have to ask myself, Lisa, was that Grant Delpit's best game as a Cleveland Brown? It's got to be up there, right? It's got to be right up there.
What was he?
9 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and interception.
Yeah.
Same as Swesh, except Swesh was a sack and not an interception. But 9 total tackles, tackle for loss.
Swesh got nominated for rookie of the
as well.
week.
He should. That dude's everywhere, man. That dude is Roy Kent. That dude is everywhere.
Yeah. So if we look at this game, I wanted to see what Delpit's grade was. Of course,
not high enough. That dude was super impactful.
Yeah, he was incredible. And if you haven't seen the film breakdown on that play alone, where he did the same thing in the Steelers game, the same exact move, right? He follows the tight end over and baits the quarterback and then jumps underneath the route behind him. Golden, dude. Just timing, couldn't have been any more epic. They gave him a 73.99, not high enough. Not high enough.
Show me where the mistakes are, because Green Bay sure didn't capitalize if they were there.
Exactly.
Defensive back's probably the position I have the biggest gripe with their grading, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
Historically.
They grade everybody low. They gave my guy Miles Harden a 55. Who else did they got on here? Jerome Baker was the lowest with a 38. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
That's brutal. That's brutal. He barely played either, man. We weren't in.
My guy Dom Jones played 4 snaps and got 62.
Yeah.
This is a Dom Jones.
A pro Dom Jones podcast.
Yeah, we support Dom Jones on this podcast. How do you give Devin Bush a 62? Guys everywhere, man.
He's so good at run support.
Yeah. I mean, Denzel 67. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showed up in his 7 snaps that he gets $4 million a year for.
That's more snaps than he played the first 2 games combined, though.
It is.
Look at him.
Yeah. Well, it equals it. He played 7.
Did he? I thought he was 6.
Maybe correct. 6. You might be right. 71, though, overall. Alex Wright, 71. Swesh, 72. Hickman doesn't leave the field.
Mm-hmm. Neither did Carson, right? They both played all.
73. Delpit, 73. Mahmoud Diabate, 74. And then we get into the higher grades, which were Shelby Harris, Cameron Thomas with an 83, and Shelby block god. Mm-hmm. Only playing 10 to 20 snaps on the line. That's about right.
Yeah.
Because
gotta keep him fresh to block those kicks, baby.
Well, Malik Collins and
Mason.
I mean, they're so good.
I know.
They give Mason Graham, by the way, a 62 in this game, and he was 41% pass rush, while the rest of the league interior defensive line was at 9. Yep. 9.
Yeah. Which is awesome too, because that wasn't something he was even tasked with doing at college. But to see him getting it so early in his career, I'm so thankful that they ditched their tradition of positions that they valued, because even at the time it was like, we need offense, and we still need offense. But what they did in the first 2 rounds of the draft, what that did to this defense, how that transformed this defense up the middle it's astonishing, man. And those were positions they traditionally didn't like covet. They didn't, you wouldn't see high value thrown on them. But
I mean, they turned it over so fast to the point, like we were talking about the other night. I brought it up. I was like, how do we get Aiden Huntington on the field more? Because this guy is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you can't take Collins or Graham off the field.
And then when my call finally acclimates, dude, like
where are you going to put these guys?
It's an embarrassment of riches, is what
it is. Aiden Huntington with an 86, and then Myles Garrett with a 92.3 grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So, some of their grading is poor, I would say. It's not. It's not Estimano. It's not at all. I was just going through it. I think that the emphasis put on these grades in the last 10 years, for me, has changed. I do not value these grades like I used to. I think they're a nice reference point. Mm-hmm. I like the data that I look at more on these is like snaps and where they played the snaps.
Yep, exactly, man.
But that's about it.
That's exactly what I'd look at.
I mean, the grading you'll get a better idea of who played well by watching Jake's film breakdown all day, any day. That's the real grade, right? Is what you see there on a play-to-play basis. Yeah. So let's talk about the offense against Green Bay. So I have this question for you, and I've even put it in the description I was going to ask you. So I just got to see. I mean, we've been talking about it all week on here. I don't know if you heard some of it off and on, but like, where are you at with Flacco?
Obviously, he's not playing well. There's no way to spin it that he's, but he is. The first, when I look at the problems in order of the offense, I have offensive line ahead of Flacco.
Yeah.
What Flacco's good at is taking those deep shots, and they don't have the time. Stefanski doesn't trust this offensive line for shit right now, so everything's short and safe. But there are times that Flacco's not, even his decision making and his accuracies in question. I think his internal clock's all out of whack.
It is.
And then when you hear Reese talk, you're like, we got to get him comfortable. I think they understand. They saw it in Cincinnati. You can still live in that world where you're not taking deep shots and kind of live in the intermediate, but you have to have the 2.75 seconds that it takes for that to happen. And that's all. That's literally, I can't ask for anything more than that. 2.75 seconds. If you get to 3, that's great, grand, and wonderful. I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if this offensive line, as currently constructed, can afford that. Because this isn't like they're getting blitzed a fuck ton. This is just natural pressure.
They're just getting beat.
That's just, you know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong. Like when I look at just an individual player like KT Leviston, I love what he does in the run game. Absolutely love it. He's
in the
a
run
mauler.
game. Yeah.
And if you get to a point where you're healthy enough where you can afford to bring that dude in as the extra big, I would love that. But he can't pass pro.
No,
it's not happening. Like it handicaps your offense.
It does.
So if this team can't run the football, it can't move the football.
That was the outcome last week. Yeah. So 2 weeks in a row, really. The question becomes, you can't just say that's it. We're gonna have Flacco play and we'll try to get what we can out of him, but we're gonna have to run the ball to move the ball. You can't. I mean, you have to evolve somehow here. The question
you got to build week upon week on concepts, and it's not. Right. It's just stuck in neutral.
It is. That is exactly the problem for me. And even when did you watch his presser? Because he's super candid in his presser. I mean,
he's disappointed.
He knows. He knows he's not playing well, and he knows he's not. He even said, like, his quote was when he was talking about, they were like, somebody asked him, Mary Kay, I think, asked him about, did you leave some throws on the field down, And he's like, when I went back and watched, he's like, I saw there was some stuff there that I could have hit, but I also saw at times why I couldn't. And the main thing, there's like a perfect example play of it where Judy or somebody comes open on a deep over route, right? And it's like, oh, get it to him. And he can't because the left guard is in his lap, and he can't step forward to throw it. Like, he goes to step to throw, and there's no room there to even step to even generate enough to throw the ball down the field. And it's just, he just doesn't have enough time. And then the short stuff, and teams are seeing this.
They're sitting on it, man.
And they're playing man-to-man against us more than they have in the past. And they're sitting all over everything short. And the in-breaking route stuff I thought last week we would have seen more tendency-breaking stuff from Stefanski.
Yeah.
But we didn't really. And I just think that if you're going to do it, it should be this week. I mean, you should be breaking out all the, everything you can this week. But if you're going to go, it's time to adjust. Like, you need to adjust. What you're doing is not surprising anyone. And this isn't absolving the offensive line, because that's problem one, right? Yeah. But Flacco not playing well is, I think, a combination of his clock is sped up. He's getting pressured.
And he's not moving.
He can't move.
Yeah.
He does well enough sometimes to slide and get the pass off. But, and there's not quick enough answers in the pass game.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, if you're Stefanski, if you're Tommy Rees, you've got to get him better answers. Like watching the all 22, I was like, there's just not enough there. There's not enough open guys for him to even throw to. Because in week 1 he got it out quick, and there was open receivers, right? And it was enough to move the ball up and down the field. I feel like I am laying blame, partial blame, part of this blame, call it like 30% on coaching.
Well, Stefanski, yeah. No, because what you said is correct. In week 1, you saw the easy answers. You saw the quick developing stuff, and he was able just to distribute and get it out. But other teams saw that, and now they're sitting on those concepts, and there's nothing beyond that, you know?
But the Ravens kind of exposed them because they knew everything was coming. And then, you know, other teams see that film, and they're like, oh, okay.
Until you show otherwise, that's going to be the book right there.
Yeah,
so they have to throw tendency breaking stuff.
Yeah, until they prove they can throw the ball down the field or protect long enough to throw the ball down the field, we're going to sit all over this short stuff, and we're going to be super physical with them, which they are. Everybody is trying to beat up our receivers. Tillman and Judy are on the ground half the time. I mean, it's got to be better, man. Just the operation's got to be better. All around.
Yeah. And this is something that I feel like Kevin Stefanski's route combinations really have never been updated. I feel like he's playing with the same route combos since he got here. You know, you have to throw some wrinkles in. You have to find ways.
Yeah.
And there are times like, and I'm not trying to evoke MC's Baker alert, but there were times when Baker's offense wouldn't work. It was stuck in the mud. And Stefanski would pretty much hold his hand, and they would milk a drive down the field, just throwing it down the seams, just tight ends. And, you know, it doesn't appear to be that. It's like, well, what we're doing is not working. It's just not going to work today. Unacceptable is unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know, we cannot waste that effort on the defensive side of the ball.
Can't.
And like I've lowered my value, dude. Like you give me 18 to 21 points, and you're looking at a playoff contender. Like that's what this defense needs. You know, you have to generate, and you're going to have to manufacture stuff, even if it's not there. Like you have to find ways to do this in the NFL, and you can watch any other game and see it happen.
Yeah,
you know, and
you don't have to be a world-beating offense to find a way to get to 20 points if you can find a play here or there, right? And they're not even taking shots at explosives, though. That's the thing.
So they don't have to respect it.
The explosives you're getting, the plays that saved you was Quinshon Judkins, period. Breaking 2 long runs, right? Yeah. The only scoring drive that took any kind of, you know, in this game that took any kind of sustained drive was Judkins getting you down the field, right? And he will do that. And I think the running game, it looks better. I think they're closer in the running game. Like, as the passing game seems to be failing us, I think the running game is getting closer because you are getting some push and a little bit of space, enough space for Judkins to get you 5, 4, 5, whatever. Yeah. And that at least last week. So I was encouraged by that. But at the same time, I've seen Kevin do it before. I've seen him coach a masterpiece. Yeah. I've seen him come out and be like, you know, based off of everything they've done in the past few weeks, do stuff that was perfectly wrinkle off that they weren't expecting and set teams up for the deep throw with a play a couple times. I just haven't seen that the last 2 weeks. And that's probably a product of the offensive line not giving you enough time to materialize any of that stuff. But like, that's what I'm waiting for is when's his next, I need him to come up with that masterpiece this week. Somehow.
And I think a large part of this is they got to go earn respect. Like, I'm not, dude, come out and throw a dagger right off the rip. Show them that it's at least in the fucking playbook.
Just throw it. Yeah.
You know throw what I'm saying? Like, so you have to respect it. You got Brian Branch is going to sit. He's going to be playing like 12 yards deep. He's not going to take the deep center because why would he?
Why would you?
You know, like, you're not going to be near the play if you do that against us. So like, Bond, whoever, whatever you got to do, man. Try to rip a double move with Judy. Just I think you need to go earn respect and
Well,
show that
yeah.
you're willing to go for a kill shot. Because
Here's
I mean, and I know Flacco might have to take a pop to do it. That's this league. That is this league. You might have to take that pop to do it just to get the handcuffs off of him, man. Because defenses are just sitting on everything, and it's in a ball game. You can look, man. If Quinshawn's going to run as hard as he did consistently, you're going to have a running game. You know, you're going to stay at least up with the sticks. You're going to be facing third and manageables just based on the way he could run.
You're getting to 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and like then you have to execute. Then it's just execution, and it's having stuff in the playbook that they're not going to be able to sit on. And right now, that's at least through 3 games, which is a very small sample size, but we've seen zero evolution from week 1 through week 3 on the offense in the passing game.
At least, in fact, I think it's gone in reverse because in week 1, if you recall, and I think part of this is they knew they were going to get some man-to-man with Cincinnati, right? If you recall, they were coming out in those quad bunch formations, and they were and then they were doing the return motion with all day long. 4 guys out there, and the back returns to the backfield. And they were using that, just to kind of say, oh, are they man zone keys to unfold the defense? They're still doing motion to unfold the defense, to Jake's point yesterday. Like, it was a lot of flat motion this week, and that's fine. I'm glad they're using more motion to try to unfold the defense and figure out what's going on. But my point was that in the Cincinnati game, and Cincinnati's not as good a defense, so, but that bunch formation out there, and bunch trips formations and stuff like that, for me, creates against man-to-man creates
natural
quicker conflict, quicker answers against man-to-man. And so I would love to see more of that, or 2 by 2.
Way to combat the man, because they're still playing man on you. That hasn't changed. And Flacco is actually pretty decent against zone. So if you can force them to stay in zone primarily, that'd be sweet. Here's the one thing I will say that could be a sort of a silver lining. We've already played the 2 best defenses we're going to see on our schedule. Like, as much as Cleveland kicked ass on Sunday on defense, so did Green Bay. That Green Bay defense is real. That's a real problem. They're going to go on to have continued success against the rest of this league. Now, will they hold other teams to 13 points? That's pretty, that's a high bar. But I just think you've seen the 2 most ferocious defenses that you're going to see.
What about Detroit?
Hit or miss. Up until like the game, I know the most everybody's. That's the other thing too, is whatever you see last is the snapshot. That's who you are to everyone. So the team you saw on Monday night going, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, they got after it, but up until then, nobody was rushing the passer other than Hutchinson going into that, and they look great. They did look great. And they fly around and they make plays. I'm not trying to take anything from them, but they're not Green Bay on defense.
Their offensive innovation, though, and the 2 backs, I mean, good Lord.
It's one thing, because when you see teams that run a shit ton of trick plays, it's usually because they don't have the talent to beat you straight up. That is not the case here, man.
No.
They'll catch and sink your ass, and they are talented. They're the Globetrotters. They're out there tossing it all over the place. And, like, they can do things like the first few plays, the first drive was like a Jameson Williams drive.
Yeah.
And they didn't even need to go to him the rest of the game.
No.
Like, they have that kind of like dichotomy where they can do that, but the reason they're rolling is that running game. Like, they were coming downhill, man. Like, that's a problem. Now
Montgomery looked like what, 6 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how old he is, but I mean, he looked like a different guy.
I guess he's right around 30, 29, 30 is my guess.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he looked like a different guy the other night. I mean, he had some burst, and he was running hard. If you got both of them cooking, you're in trouble. Yeah. So I'm anxious for that matchup, just the defense versus their offense. I think that's a really intriguing, fun matchup that a lot of the NFL is going to watch, right? But I just think. I think this week I think you do see some improvement from the offense. I just don't think they have a choice. I think they really have to get in the lab this week and come up with some answers, or else you can't expect to go in there and win.
No, you're on the road. They are a high-powered offense. Look, so is Green Bay. but you're not going to win with 13 points in this league very often.
No,
You know,
you can't.
But if you get to, could 24 points be enough to beat Detroit with this defense? It is.
Yeah.
With this defense, it is. But you got to keep this defense engaged. Like, props to them, because they could have quit after 45 minutes against Green Bay. Nobody could have blamed them.
My point exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, they stuck the screws to them for all 60, and then they were rewarded in the end. But like, yeah, man, this is a pivotal game, really. You know, like,
it is. And here would I don't know if you saw, I did a Things I Think I Know segment of the opening drive this week, and two of them were this. Offensively, Dylan Sampson playing 5 snaps is unacceptable. He's a weapon, and he's got to get touches in this offense.
Yeah. When I talk about the stuff that needs to be manufactured, that's kind of who I'm talking about, him and Fannin. Like, manufacture touches for those two guys.
Get him the ball on a screen, get him the ball on a reverse, I don't care.
He's a dude I wouldn't mind running a draw with. Like,
just get him some touches, man. That's a guy that can turn the corner on somebody, as we've seen in the first few weeks, that will beat somebody to the corner or shake somebody and get free. He is a weapon, and you've got to include him in this game plan.
And I was surprised he wasn't on the field more. But when you look at it, I think Quinshawn had 18 of the 19. They only rushed the ball 19 times, I believe. He had 18 of them.
Yeah. The one
I don't mind riding a hot hand, but like he's not just a running back. He's a weapon.
He should be out on routes. Yeah.
You don't have enough weapons. He's a weapon.
Yeah. So that was one of them. The other one is this. Jerry Jeudy, to me, is a confidence guy. Like, he just thrives on confidence, totally. Like, and I think an approach that gets him touches early, like intentionally getting him the ball on a wide receiver screen, on a reverse, on a slant, something to get him touches early will give you net you a better 60 minutes of Jeudy than if he doesn't touch the ball until halfway through the second quarter and gets disengaged. But if he's engaged and feels part of it from the get, you're going to get a confident Jeudy, a better Jeudy through the entire game. And so I would absolutely make that part of the game plan. Like,
a concerted effort to get the ball in his hands early,
an intentional effort to get him 2-3 touches in the first drive, even. You know what I mean? Or the first, 2 drives, whatever it takes. But get him engaged, and he will net you better performance. I hate to say that because it's kind of a knock on him a little bit, but that's just who he is, I think.
He's not alone in that. There's tons of receivers that are you got to get them involved early, and then it nets a better return, come later in the game. I said this in the Slack, and I'll repeat it here. Like, this offense is so bogged down, it's got me like yearning for an old school Kevin Stefanski drive where you score a scripted touchdown on the opening drive, 3 followed by 3 3-and-outs, and you end up with a field goal at the end of the first half that probably should have been a touchdown.
Yeah,
and then nothing for like the third quarter and maybe into the fourth, but then you score twice at the end. You know what I mean? Like, just a classic Kevin Stefanski game. I would love that. That'd be 20 points, and I'd feel way better about where we're at if they could just even go back to the classics. But the scripted stuff hasn't been there. Like,
no, it hasn't, and that's always been there for him. I feel like. Charlie Chuck with an interesting take here. Thoughts on Deuce as running back coach? I've seen enough. I haven't liked his backs usage since he's been here. Yeah, I mean, I will agree that I think they're using, and Jerome Ford played well, so I don't want to be like, this isn't an anti-Ford agenda. It's more of a pro-Sampson agenda. Ford is better in pass protection. Sampson got cooked a few times the first few weeks in that responsibility, which is why I think he got.
But I'm asking for this. I don't want him in traditional running back roles. That is not what I'm looking for out of him.
You can line him up in the
slot a little bit. I give a shit, whatever you want to call him. Like, I'm calling him a playmaker.
Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. But I don't. Does Deuce necessarily decide? I don't think he decides the running back rotation, does he?
yeah, Kevin gives him autonomy. He did stump too. He's talked about it that he trusts Deuce.
Really?
Yeah, and like maybe look, man, for that game in particular, the way it was coming down, it was just a dogfight. Maybe he just wanted a slug him out type of approach, and I'm not mad at leaving Quinchon in there for those situations.
No, me
But like, I'm
neither.
trying to open things up
Yeah.
offensively. And for me, that is like, get Samson on the field. I need Samson to touch the ball. He had 5 snaps. I need 5 touches.
Yeah,
Like that's
I need
the floor for
7
me.
to 10 touches
That's what I'm saying. That's
minimum.
the floor. Like I need this ball,
Yeah.
the ball in his hands at least 5 times, man. Like
Yeah. Exactly.
he can make shit happen, and we don't have enough offensive players who just go out there and make shit happen.
Yeah. Get him
Fannin
in
does.
motion. Get him. Get him the ball on a. What am I thinking of? A shovel pass or something. Coming
pass,
in motion.
pitch him the
just
ball. Not have
something.
to
Just,
stay outside the frame and just pitch him the ball. Treat him like a punt return.
Just get him touches. Ford. Yeah, Ford played a good game, but he just is not the same kind of weapon.
No, but if he is going to be better in pass protection, which I would staggered. There's no way that's not his best pass protection grade of all time, because he was piss poor at it in the past. But if he is your best option, I get him being in there for those instances. But like that game was already bogged down by that point. But like they need to have a wide open offensive approach. They need to have an all hands on deck way to manufacture easy yards. Make this shit easy on Joe, and it's not.
Which is what's so surprising, because week 1 they did some of that. They had a lot of that exit motion. They hit Bond for an easy 7 on the sideline with a quick, little. They keep running this wide receiver screen that's driving me insane. So they set it up well. When they get the 2 guys out there, it must be like an indicator or something they do. But when they get Tillman and Judy, or Tillman and Bond on one side, and they get like man to like where they're in the like single high safety stuff, they'll just call that the quick out, right? Like to some one guy, and the tight end will go out there and block, right? But the problem is they always double team the first corner. I've watched it like 3 times now. They double team the first corner. Nobody blocks the other guy.
No, and it's a free.
So he gets like 5 yards, but he gets tackled. Like, can one guy go like Fannin gets out there, get off your guy and block the next guy? I mean, that's a free lane up the sideline.
And get in his way and create a tunnel.
Just do something, man. I mean,
they got to do shit to create long handoffs, man.
They exactly like an extension of the running game, which worked in week 1. Extension of the running game. The running game was not there in week 1, but an extension of it was getting Sampson the ball on little swing outs, flares, and he made plays. His little Texas route, he caught that ball down by his shoestrings. Yeah. I mean, let's get him involved. That's all I'm saying. So, but yeah, I mean, Flacco needs answers quicker, and then he can calm down too. Like a lot of this, I feel like is generated in the first quarter of the game. Like, does he feel like he has protection? Does he feel like he has answers? If no, he kind of gets in his head. He's gonna speed up.
He plays panic,
and then he's not gonna panic like a rookie, because he's still. Like, there's this whole article, this whole narrative from, like, MKC this week, right? Have you heard all this? Like, have the Browns neutered Flacco as, gunslinger style. Well, in reality, he was never really a gunslinger in Baltimore. He was more of a game manager.
Yeah.
He didn't become a gunslinger until he was in Cleveland.
And with the Jets when he played, I mean, he was throwing the ball 50 times a game there. But like, I think people get that misconstrued because he has a big arm. And then if you think about the playoff run in which they won the Super Bowl, which I don't even like referencing because fuck the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
But like, he did take some shots. He took like huge throws.
He was on fire.
So I think people think like, oh, that's who he is. No, man, that dude was 19 to 22 a lot. Like, he was attempts a game. Like, if you look at those box scores, now he did come up big for him in that run. But that's not
also
who he was throughout his whole career.
Yeah, that was prime Flacco.
Yeah.
And, I just I don't think they're neutering him. I think they want him to push the ball down the field, but you've got to give him opportunities. I mean, there's not.
It's not even just him. Stefanski doesn't trust it. It isn't even just Flacco. It's like Stefanski's like, I can't even dial a 7. I can't even dial 1 up, man. That pressure is so immediate.
Yeah, but they gotta, even if the pressure's there, and you got to keep an extra back end and an extra tight end and whatever it takes this week, you've got to be able to run a hitch and go, or a dig and go, right? Like the stuff you've been doing every week, or a stick and go every week. That's part of your game plan. They know the concepts that the Browns run. It's got to be wrinkles off that this week that give you some shots down the field. Yeah, just to open up the box, even.
Yeah, you got to manufacture it, and you got a couple guys that you look at. Bond, look at Judy, man. They can get deep, man. It's about timing too. Like so if I think back to a game again for MC here, Baker's rookie year, man, they came out against Carolina and threw a dagger down the field. I mean, just first play. And it eased up the rest of the game. You do that, even if you don't connect. Now, fortunately, they did in that game against Carolina. But, you have to show that is part of the plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have the guys who can get back there. Because believe this, Detroit's going to be very aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't they be? They got the tape. Why wouldn't they? They don't need to respect anything you've done so far. Yeah, they're going to be zeroed in on Quinshawn. That's what they're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the whole game plan is going to be like, we can't let this guy run on us, and that's it, and we're going to play up on you're going to have to demand the respect to loosen things up a little bit in this game for sure. So, MC Baker, that's what he said.
I'll try to make any more references to him.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll try to hold it down.
It's fine. So yeah, that is the kind of the story of the offense and where we're at right now. And it's fun because this team has a ton of young players that are contributing, and we were talking. I brought this up because I heard Ross Tucker talking about it on 92.3 to Jake, but I wanted to get your thoughts. Like, he was posed the question of if Andrew Berry's this draft class, which a couple people have called the best in the NFL, considering you got a 1 next year, and it's early, but 3 weeks in looks like the best in the NFL, considering you have a UDFA like Huntington, you've got another 2 UDFAs on the roster, and the draft class, Quinshawn, Fannin, Mason, Schlesinger, Sampson. I mean, it's crazy, right? All contributing. And then how does that impact your view of Andrew Berry if this team, I don't think this is going to happen, but say they win 5 games and you're going to go in and pick a quarterback next year. Is it Andrew Berry picking that quarterback? Because recency would tell you, he's getting better drafting. Look, he just had his best class ever last year, knocked it out of the park. Or are you going to go away from the guy that just had the best class in the league and have somebody else make that pick? I mean, it's
Yeah, no way. But see, phenomenal class so far this year, off to a great start. It isn't these guys are just contributing. These are guys that you're like, those are the future cornerstones of this roster.
They are.
That's what when you look at it that way, like, oh man, like these are the guys we're going to build around for the next 4 to 8 years.
Yep.
If you look at it in blocks, you're like very impressed by it. But that also doesn't like wash away his faults. Like you have to measure both sides. You do. And I know everybody puts everything's on 4. Like that is the biggest red mark on a ledger you could have. So you have to do these other things to elevate yourself from that.
The question is for him, ultimately, for me, is like, 4 happened. They're giving you a chance to get out of it. The question is, can you get out of it effectively enough? And that is to be determined for me.
Yep.
But this was so far it looks like a big step
Yep.
in who you drafted because these are cornerstone pieces. To your point, I like their UDFA program. However, they're doing it where they entice guys to come in here with potential openings and keeping 5 guys this year around that were undrafted is working. I mean, you have a UDFA playing now, starting at free safety, not leaving the field. I mean, those are wins that you don't so often see. And you've got a guy like Aiden Huntington, and you've got Dom Jones hanging around, and you've got McMillan playing special teams. So I'm inclined to give him more time, but because it feels like he's digging his way out of this.
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
It's a completely different scenario, but when you look at a GM like Les Snead in Los Angeles with the Rams, they traded away all those first-round picks for years. They just finally had one last year. But what sustained that was they were hitting on 4th, 5th, 6th rounders.
All of them.
Do you know what I'm saying? And those dudes are contributors, and then you're not paying them money for the first 4 years. And a lot of them they'll let walk because they can just keep reloading that. You know what I mean? So it bought that good faith equity. You know, for me, this actually does come down to a win, though. Like 5 wins, man, that's tough. That's tough to bring those guys back. You know, because how the message would ring through the building that this is acceptable. This is, and for me, unacceptable is unacceptable. And it boils down to, so I'm sure you saw it after the game, that moment in the tunnel when Stefanski and Barry see each other. Those are dudes who know they need to fucking win. And I saw narratives like, oh, this team just tanking. They're trying to get high. Man, they are trying to win. Every decision they make is to try to win, you know, and they know they need to. What does that number look like? I don't know, but you have to ask Jimmy. I need 7. I need a minimum of 7 to feel like that this thing is gaining the traction that it needs to gain. You know, I just think another 4 or 5 win season is so demoralizing, especially for the veterans in there. How are they going to like buy into shit? Like that's tough.
It is tough, and it's hard to know because in the way I guess for me, the way you win and when the wins and losses come kind of matter too.
Yes.
Like the context, all of this matters. So I can't just throw a number out there, but like for me is like, I don't know who else you're going to go out and hire as a head coach that I'm going to be like, I think is better than Kevin.
Yeah, no, you're right, but they would have to hire some young up and comer who needs an opportunity, and that doesn't make you feel good.
Feels like a step back.
No, it does. It does.
Feels like a step back.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
I don't think he's losing locker rooms ever.
No,
I don't think he's ever lost a locker room.
I think we came pretty damn close last year when they were just putting Bailey Zappi out there and DTR, and the object was not to win. Like when they got to that point in the season, you definitely risk that, you know.
But were they not playing
somewhere else?
Did they stop playing hard though?
Last year?
Yeah.
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 I don't think anyone could argue there was the best efforts last year. It was the lost season. You know, hopefully the veterans understand what's happening in that moment. But like, you can't ask dudes to keep buying into that shit. You know,
going to any more games is your case. Maybe Andrew needs to get you on the phone. Yeah, for realsies.
Yeah, I will be in Chicago December 14th.
Nice. Tank talk is stupid. Yeah. They want to win. Yeah, I mean,
you want those two embrace in the tunnel and the emotions of coming. You know what I mean? Like that. They're not trying to lose games. I promise you, man. Every decision they make, you might not agree with it, but they're doing it because they believe it gives them the best chance to win.
Yeah, I think so too, MC. I think, I don't know about the win, but I do think the offense looks better in the passing game. I don't think they have. It can't look worse. It's so hard on the TV copy because you don't know what's going on down the field. You know what I mean? And just hearing Flacco talk this week, I feel better about it. Like, he's frustrated. He knows it's supposed to be hard, but like the way he was talking, it was like, we'll get there. And then I heard some people also talking like in the NFL, the first 4 weeks for a lot of these teams, their offenses are still in like preseason mode. Like, who you are offensively doesn't come till much later in the season. We're early. And but the scary part about that is the tackle play. Like, you're not gonna. They're like, there's the noise out there about them trading for a tackle. There's nobody yet. Like, if you can play tackle, you're rostered and paid already. There's nobody out there just floating around that can play tackle.
Like, I got too many offensive tackles. Please take one away.
Please take my good offensive lineman away. There's not enough good offensive linemen to play in the league. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it is the way it is in this league. I mean, they brought in Thayer.
Yeah, Thayer Munford.
He's in his 4th year.
Second team.
Like,
Raider and then Patriot.
Yeah, it looks like he's played the 7th round pick in 22. Defensive line snaps. He's played some special teams too, but as a rookie, he played about 370 snaps. I mean, he started right away his rookie year. 70 snaps, 70.
Yeah.
And it's 44 snaps, 40 in weeks 3 and 4 and 7. So, I mean, he got playing time as a rookie. I don't know much about this guy. Jake said he's very inconsistent.
Yeah. I mean, it's reason he's on his 3rd team now in those 4 years. But the Browns aren't in business. They're not in a position where they can turn away anybody, really. It's like, oh, you have a pulse? Okay, we'll try you. You got a pulse. Let's get in here, get you acclimated, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And once again, like KT Leviston coming out, like I was like, I think he's a guard. Yeah. I like what he does in the run game. You can't have him in pass pro, man. You can't do it. We can't. We're going to get someone killed, bro. We can't do that.
Have to have a
like you got to have and
help on every play.
It's obviously DeWan wasn't lighting the world on fire, but like you're taking someone who wasn't even playing well and severely downgrading that, and at a crucial position. So, do we see Jenkins out at tackle at some point?
That's what I was wondering. I've asked that a number of times because he played all 5 positions, right?
Yeah. Well, he was. I mean, in 21, he was a rookie. He played a lot of tackle for the Bears. And the Bears were not a terrible offensive line, but do you have a pulse? Like, can we? Because it's about configuring your 5 and getting whatever your best 5 is, getting them out there, and it is what it is, man. Flacco's a pocket quarterback. You need guys that can create said pocket. There's not even a pocket. It's not even a pocket, man. It's like blown coverages by the offensive line. It's a free for all back there. So you have to figure out who's the 5 that can do this for you. And Conklin practiced. He's heavily bandaged up, but he was moving better in the clips I saw. And last week it looked. I couldn't even. I was like, ugh.
It looks like he can't even get in a stance with his elbow. Like it looks like his elbow is gone.
Yeah, he did it today. He actually got in a stance today.
Did he?
Yeah.
You think he's going to play this week? I mean, that would help a ton.
He's putting a little bit of weight on it, which that's huge.
That would help a ton. Do you start? So it's him and Lucas then, if he's healthy, I guess.
Yeah.
Lucas hadn't been great either.
No, he hasn't. No, but he was an older guy coming in, and he was strictly for depth. If he's your starting line, you're like, okay, maybe I can get by with 5 or 6 starts for this cat. I don't know. It's not looking like it. Maybe we've aged out. We've aged out in a lot of places on that offensive line.
Yeah. Here's a question from Philip. Thanks for watching, Philip. Appreciate your question. Why can't DG start in London? Everyone is treating that game like it is special. And I don't get why a trip over the pond means don't start a rook if Flacco flames out this weekend. What do you think, Case?
Can I give you 2 words?
Yeah.
Brian Flores is why you
Yeah.
don't start that rookie against the
100%.
Vikings. That man has more blitz packages than anybody in the NFL.
They're doing
It ain't going to
crazy
be
shit.
cool, bro. He will break a rookie. And their defense is good. The Vikings have a good defense, not great, but his ability to dial up blitzes, this kid's things that Gabriel's just never seen. I don't care how much college ball you played. You're playing Brian Flores in your first game. That's an easy way to fracture someone's confidence.
Yeah, they're doing some absurdly exotic stuff with their defense. It's crazy.
I would hold off on playing Brian Flores with a rookie if I could.
Yeah.
Look, you might not have that option. That might be what has to happen. You never know. But
maybe.
I wouldn't volunteer to do that. I would break glass in case of emergency type situation.
Yeah, if Flacco's healthy, I think I want to play him over there because that to me strikes me personally as a game where you don't need an A+ offensive effort to win.
Yeah. It's got to beat your boy Wentz,
Because I think you're going to get Wentsy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can fuck Wentz's world up over there with this defense.
Absolutely.
So, that's a, run the ball a ton. Yeah. I don't know. What did DeAndre say? What's Greg Robinson doing these days?
He's in prison for marijuana transfer. I forget how many pounds it was, but it was absurd.
It was a lot.
It was absurd.
A lot. Oh, so I brought this up just for fun. Offensive line free agents.
Oh, no. Oh, God. This is going to be a graveyard, isn't it?
Who's on the street right now?
Your boy Jedrick's on the street. You want to start there?
You want to call Jed up?
No, I would rather just have a large traffic cone. Give me better effort.
It's about as effective. He'll play.
There we go.
The traffic cone will play more to the whistle than.
Yeah, for sure. He'll play to the echo.
Yep. So let's see what we got here. Hold on, I gotta get to available right now. Filtering. These are all signed guys. All right, so this can't be right. Offensive line available.
The first thing I did when Bosa went down was like, who's their backup left? Who's Trent's backup? Because I'll trade you a gently used Joe Tryon-Shoyinka.
Yeah.
In a bag of balls.
Gently used. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm trying. I'm scheming. I'm plotting. I'll take it back.
Hudson to me was no better than what you're getting right now.
No.
Personally.
He's another guy that I thought would have been a good guard.
Yeah.
He's not a tackle. And what he did in that Cowboys game, that first drive, is hilarious, man.
So is this real? All right, is Brandon Scherf?
Did he get released by Jacksonville? Is that a thing that happened this offseason that I was unaware of?
I have no idea. I'm looking right now. Maybe this is inaccurate.
What are we on?
Spot track.
They're usually pretty good, actually.
They are
for this
kind of thing.
Who's available?
2025 doesn't look like he's playing anywhere. 10 years.
He played terrible last year, but once again, beggars can't be choosers.
He might have retired.
If he did, I didn't hear it, but that's very, very easily a possibility.
Yeah. But he's not even a tackle anyways. He's a guard. But
he's a guard. Anyway. I will start a guard at tackle right now today if that's what I got to do.
Yeah.
If that's what I got to do, man.
Yeah.
Because here's the other part. The bummer is we've aged out of the part where we could just put Joel out there. Because there was a point in time we could put Joel out there and then Jenkins could play, and you'd feel better about it at least.
Yeah.
But it's been a few years since that, and given Joel's mobility issues, the last thing we want to do is get him in space with people.
100%. All right, let's get back to. All right, let's just go with. We'll start with tackle. We'll just go with tackles. How's that?
Yeah.
And I see none right here. None. There's not one tackle. Oh, never mind. I'm doing this wrong. All right, here we go. Braden Smith, right tackle. 29 and a half years old. Jonah Williams. Cam Robinson is on Houston, no?
I thought he was, yeah. I thought he went, yeah, right? Because they
signed him.
they traded him to, Jacksonville traded him to Minnesota.
This is a bad list, man. Signed a 1-year, $12 million contract with the Texans.
Then why is he on the list?
So this is my kind of question to the point of like the Browns aren't taking. Again, I'm not saying they're tanking, but if they're serious about winning, shouldn't they have addressed cornerback more?
Mm-hmm.
Although Harden is playing better every week. And I guess they thought they were okay on depth at tackle when they had Lucas and
they did this last year too, and it obviously wasn't enough. Adeniji and they brought people in that could fulfill those roles, and then people got hurt, and the next thing you know, you're in the same position you were in 23, starting tackles 4 and 5, which feels like where we're at right now. I still am perplexed that when Emerson got hurt, there wasn't an immediate move to get somebody to Stephen Gilmore, somebody like a 1-year rental, So that definitely felt like an unserious move.
Yeah, that felt like that was the one that was like, man, you should really address this.
Well, we're still there. We're still in that exact same position. If we felt good because Greg and Denzel are balling out, but if one of those guys has to miss a game, you don't feel good. I promise you.
No, I mean, they just went with he was deactivated. He wasn't even active for game day.
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah.
Killer Cam.
Yeah.
My guy Dom Jones was active, which is great, and I hope he gets a shot. But yeah. Jenkins. Yeah, I'm with you, Aaron. Yeah. I'm with you there. I think Jenkins should get a shot.
But we saw it last week. They tried to shake it up. They're like, okay, we'll move Dewan back to right. And you know what I mean? They tried some other stuff. And then obviously it went south immediately because of the injury to Dewan. But they were at least trying some different permutations, which I expect them to keep trying, man. That's the first area that needs to be fixed. That is it. This team has to win from the trenches.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And defensively, knocked it out the park. They're crushing it, winning from the trenches. Offense, man, it is. And that's the other thing, too, is brace yourselves. This isn't the worst offensive line in the league.
No.
That's scary, dog. Offensive line play is so shoddy across the league. There's 5 or 6 good units, and everyone else is kind of piecemeal together. Then there's the bottom. It's someone's going to get killed. And we're in that bottom tier. But we're not at the bottom of that bottom tier. There are worse units right now. Unacceptable.
It is. I mean, that's what it is in the NFL, though. Playing offensive line is a war of attrition for every team.
And everyone's like, just go trade for a tackle. Who? Who's giving one up, dude? They're so valuable. You can't have enough cornerbacks or tackles, and right now we're thin in both of those areas. It sucks.
The best available offensive tackles for 2025 are Jedrick Wills and Lyle Collins. Collins signed, didn't he?
Did he sign?
I don't know. Browns reportedly 8 hours ago seeking a new offensive tackle on the trade market. Well, no kidding.
Yeah, they better. I mean, look, doesn't mean just because I'm telling you they're not going to. No one's giving one away. You got to try. You got to kick every fire. You got to. You look for teams with other holes that you have stuff that you could offer, and whatever you got to do, man. We cannot waste this defensive performance.
You can't. It would be such a sad thing.
Whatever you got to do to get to 21 points, man.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you figure this shit out because this is. We need to appreciate too what they're doing on that defensive side of the ball, man.
All right, here we go. 3 days ago, best available free agents. This should be interesting. Best offensive tackle free agents right now. Yeah, so Lyle Collins, Jedrick Wills. Collins, would you kick the tires on
Yes,
Collins?
100%. And
Give
I
him a
don't think
tryout?
he's probably a shell of himself, but a shell of himself is probably better than what we're rolling out there.
Louisville 10 years ago, left tackle.
I mean, 10 years ago, we still had Joe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Giants drafted a new rookie tackle, and they have a vet on his last year, so trade. Okay, sure. Chris Hubbard. I don't know. I don't know if Chris can still play. Yeah,
Surely you can't be serious.
Andre Dillard, Jackson Barton.
No.
Has he been on the Browns before? I feel like he has.
It feels like it's very yes. It was in 23,
Maybe.
or was it last year? It might have been last year.
Connor McDermott, Jackson Carman, former Bengal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Hart, Chris Hubbard.
Shut up, Buddy Hart.
Buddy Hart.
Making up names on here.
Chris Hubbard.
No.
I don't know. I can't pronounce that guy's name. Isaiah Wynn. He's a young guy, right?
Yeah.
Jack Driscoll and Leroy Watson.
We've had Leroy. Hey, Leroy Watson wasn't great, but he was better than what we're putting out there right now. That is the question. So our tackle situation right now is worse than it was at the end of 23. Correct?
Yes.
That's insane.
Because
insane,
because in 23 we still had Callahan.
Yeah.
And he could coach anybody to play decent. Michael Dunn says DeAndre. He's a guard.
You answered the question with Lyle Collins. That's it. Like, I would be on the horn.
Yeah.
Vet men, give him a signing, but whatever you got to do, man, you got to get better at that position. For this week, I am 100% in favor of putting Jenkins out there. That's what I'm in favor of.
Aaron says, look at the interior offensive lines too, players too. All right, so Shaq Mason, Liam Eichenberg, Mark Glowinski, Cody Whitehair. Who?
Whitebeard's cousin.
Whitebeard's cousin.
Yeah.
Nick Harris. Nick Harris can't make a football team in this league? That's absurd.
No. I don't know. I'm frustrated that Luke hasn't gotten his opportunity yet, man.
Yeah, me too.
I just feel like he's so much better. He'd be so much better just because he can move in the run game. Poach just doesn't get out there when he was having success here. He was able to get out and be a displacement guy in the second level.
Look at this idea. I don't even mind that idea.
No, I don't either.
Jaron Christian was the guy. He was the answer in 23.
Yeah, we traded him for like a 7th rounder to Callahan, right? When he got to Tennessee.
Now, did he come back last year at some point?
I don't remember. Turnstile, man.
But he wasn't.
I am trying to erase 24 from my memory.
I understand. All right, back to this list. Royce Newman, Jake Harrison, Natane Moody, Trey Hill, Tremaine Ankrum, Mike Dunn, Arlington Hambright, Kyle Hinton, Nate Davis, Nick Gates, Connor McGovern, Jatiri Carter, and Kenyon Green. Wait. What happened to Green? Something just happened with him.
I have no idea. That is a name I do know.
There
were a lot of those names I didn't know in that group right there.
Wasn't Green from Georgia? Isn't he a younger guy? Did he get in trouble with the league or something?
Possibly. I don't have it at my disposal right now.
Kenyon Green. If you know what happened to Kenyon Green, chat, let me know. Maybe they should find a right tackle now. If DG is the quarterback in 2025, it's solid right tackle. Still a huge asset. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I understand the thinking there, Philip. But either way, right tackle, left tackle in today's NFL, they both got to be good.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Blindside.
These edge rushers are absurd, man.
The blindside for a lefty. Now, I will readily admit, I was so frustrated during the Green Bay game that I was calling for Gabriel because I was like, Flacco can't move. And at least Gabriel could.
He can't move. That part's true.
At least Gabriel could move out of the pocket and try to make a throw.
Yeah.
But
did you change it when you saw the 22 and you saw the lack of answers that were being provided?
Yes.
Did that cause you a little bit pause?
I would have never said that had I seen the actual what was going on down the field.
And there were opportunities. There were some opportunities, but the windows closed so quickly on them. Like there was like, and for me, that some of that's coaching, man. Your concepts have gotten stale, and teams have them dialed in.
There it is. Eagles waived Kenyon Green.
Okay.
Offensive lineman. I'd kick his tires. Let him play. Not much demand for right tackle. I think there's a lot of demand for any tackle.
Anything, man. Anything with a pulse. This league's bereft.
Yeah. I mean, there's just guys playing around, not just here, but all over the league that have no business playing tackle in this league. It's just there's just not enough play. There's not enough good tackles or good offensive linemen in general. That every team is going through this war of attrition where they get injured a lot and they're in their depth. And if you can play reasonably well, or get in the guy's way for a second and a half with the athletic specimens that are lining up across from you every week now, and the absurd simulated pressures and everything that's going on in this league, it's just, I mean, it's impossible. Not impossible, but it's really hard to get a good offensive line.
Yeah, there's a reason the Eagles aren't trading their backups.
Exactly right. I mean, like the Browns, one of the best trades Dorsey ever made was Wyatt Teller. Like that just doesn't happen. Like you get a guy that they've given up on, and he comes in and turns into a stud.
Yeah, in year two, that was only the second year there.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking for, though, right? You're looking for a situation where someone you had graded fairly high on your board 2 or 3 years ago, and they've fallen out of favor, and someone surpassed them, and they're an afterthought, and maybe you can
different scheme.
Yeah.
Coach them up different, give them some confidence, and all of a sudden you get somebody to play over your head. That's the best you can hope for.
That is it. Yeah. And you got to remember why it didn't work right away. It wasn't like they traded for Wyatt Teller and it worked in 19. It didn't. It didn't work until 2020 when Callahan got here. I still remain less perturbed by the guard play than I do the tackle play. To me, the tackle play is like, we got to do something. Mm-hmm. We got to try something. Even if it doesn't work, you got to try something, man. You have to.
I'm all about the Tevin Jenkins plan.
Kick him out. We need to slow these dudes down. Like 2.75. That's the number. I need 2.75 seconds. Feels like an eternity, but that's what I need.
The interior has been better this year, picking up all the games they've been better against. Mm-hmm. I will say that. Yeah,
if I were like Teller, week 2 had a rough go against Baltimore. That was bad.
Yeah, bad.
But he was better in week 3 than and that's why I'm seeing. I need linear progression from the offense, from the offensive line. We need to start picking it up, even if it's just a couple percent each week. But the end game is like. And I said this before the year started. When we did our schedule prediction, The first 6 games, it sounds bleak, but get me to 2-4. You get me to 2-4, and then the schedule opens up.
That's the
And you
target.
can bank 2 games right before the bye if you could beat the Jets and the Patriots, which are winnable games.
Yep.
And if you're in the bye at 4-4, man, you're in it now. But it's about, we need to pick one of these next 3 games up. You have to. You got to figure it out.
I think your best chance is Minnesota.
You're probably right. Although the Steelers are not playing good football. They should be 0-3. But because of the Steelers, they've had the ball bounce their way a few times, and they've gotten 2 wins.
They get like 5 turnovers a game.
They are not playing well, my man.
Yeah,
but obviously we don't win in Pittsburgh, so I can't count on that. But I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they're all winnable. They're all winnable. The least of which, especially like you're not sneaking up on them this week anymore after you just beat Green Bay.
No, but you could do football math. Who's the team that beat Detroit? The team you beat.
I agree.
I
agree.
But yeah, you're not going to sneak up on them in that way. But they're also like it's shout out to their offensive coordinators. For opening his mouth.
Way to go, John.
John Moran, is that his name?
John. I forgot. Morton. John.
No, I was hoping it was Moran.
What was his name? Anyways, doesn't matter.
Morty.
He's a nobody.
Well, they were asked about Cleveland's run defense. He said, "Well, they haven't faced a running attack like ours." True. Cool. But thank you for saying that, though. You're not wrong, but your shit's going to get echoed in the locker room.
Put it on the board.
Because if nothing else, our team is petty. They pay attention to that shit. They do. They pay attention to the spread, which, again, I think it's at 9-5 right now.
9-point dogs. Yeah.
Let's go. Put it over the locker room, man. At least the defensive side. Let them know.
Put Johnny Boy's quote up.
Mm-hmm.
Going in. Silent count stuff scares the crap out of me in this thing.
Yeah.
If they can get away with under 3 false start penalties, 3 or under, I'll set the line at 3.5. I call that a win.
That's fair.
It's loud in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's loud.
Yeah, if somebody wants to gift me plane tickets and tickets to the stadium, I'll go and we'll win. It's what I do. Yep.
Yeah, we saw Lamar and Henry. They know what's up. This John guy, we'll see. We'll see, buddy. Yeah.
Well,
you haven't seen a defense like ours yet either.
On Tuesday morning when I got to work, because obviously the Monday night game, everyone's like, well, you play Detroit next. What do you think? I was like, I think they won't run for 205 yards.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think the shit that they did last night, they're not going to get away with. Now, don't get me wrong, man. They have so much talent on that offensive side of the ball, and Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to live in the slot. That scares the shit out of me, man. That's a real legitimate problem.
Yeah. Browns have combated that pretty well and Delpit a lot. They're asking him to do a lot, but I mean, he's been covering wide receivers, tight ends. He's been doing it all. So they've done well to manipulate not getting, I'll say last week, better than the Ravens targeted Harden like crazy.
Yeah, and they should.
Well, it was Mitchell. It was Mitchell.
Yeah.
But Harden held up much better last week.
The difference is, even though that running game was cooking for Detroit against Baltimore, when they had to have something, they went to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is their identity in the passing game.
Yeah.
So I just look at that as he provides problems. Williams has the deep speed. Isaac Tesla, man, the rookie that backs up Jameson. When he's on the field, they take dagger shots with him.
Yeah. Ward looked to be following this year. Yeah, they've been more flexible with that stuff. I think the moving corners around.
Well, that's got to be the move, right? I mean, I would put him on Williams. I wouldn't put him on Amon-Ra because I'm not trying to have Denzel live in the slot. But I would let Khalif Raymond is the other guy.
Yeah,
I'd give him the Genu.
Yeah. Yeah. Newsom's playing well.
Yeah, dude,
playing good ball.
I got no notes. He looks really good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't worry about the contract stuff at this point in the year, but like
Yeah,
he
we'll
definitely setting
wait,
himself
but
up. You know what I mean by playing
he's
like this on the outside.
trajectory is setting himself up to be
Mhm.
extended as the outside corner. Yeah. What will they say if we win?
They're going to say Detroit had an off day. They're not they're not giving they're not doing it, man.
There was a lot of people. I will say this: there was a lot of people nationally, smart people, who were like, "Listen, that defense is going to keep them in games, a lot of games this year. They are not. What did McAfee say? They are not ass."
I didn't hear him say it, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, he said, "Listen, the Cleveland Browns are not ass." He was like, "That defense is going to keep them in games every week. They are for real." So,
yeah, I still think that if we were to beat Detroit, it'll still be looked at as. I had to address it the other day because Green Bay, like a lot of the narrative was, well, Green Bay gave that game away. It's like, dog, we've given so many games away. I'm an expert on giving games away. And usually it's okay, unforced errors. You did something that caused you to lose. That wasn't the case against Green Bay, man.
No.
They had a kick block because it was blocked by Shelby Harris, who's blocked 6 in his career. That's not a fluke. That's what the guy does.
the argument you could make if you are a Green Bay fan is that coaching lost you the game.
Yeah.
Because what the hell are you doing throwing the ball on 3rd and 3 when they haven't proven that they can move the ball past midfield all day and you're up 10-0?
Yeah, and running an extra play at the end of a quarter for no reason. You had the lead, you could have just let that go, and just trying to get one off, and you get sacked. That's yeah, I'll give you that. But then even like you talked about it earlier, the interception. To the common person, that just looks like a bad throw, but it's like no, Grant Delpit made him do that.
No,
he forced him into that. If we look at the games we've given away, it's unforced errors. You know, we did the thing that caused us to lose. That is what Green Bay against Green Bay. The plays we made the plays to win the game. So I can't get with the that kind of narrative, but we're the Browns, man. It's going to continue to happen. We'd have to win so many games before people would be like, you know what, this is a good football team. Here's flowers.
Here we go, Jim. Here we go. I don't know, Jim. Here we go. I don't think we'll get Romo at all this year. We don't have any 4 o'clock starts, I don't think.
Well, if we win enough games, we will. Not 4 o'clocks, but we'll force their hand.
I don't know, Jim. I don't know. All right, so switching gears. I've seen all of Black Rabbit already.
You already got it all in.
Done.
I just worked out a deal with my wife to start watching it. Literally, that just happened last night.
Done.
You already got. Oh man, I have to fight myself because they keep trying to show me clips and I don't want to see them. I want to watch the damn thing.
So good. It's really. I mean, it's tremendous.
Obviously, I don't want to know any spoilers, but where would you put it on favorite roles from Jason Bateman? How is it near the top?
Way up there.
It's way up there.
I like him in this better than I like him in Ozark.
Yeah. Ozarks, he's basically playing Jason Bateman, though. He's the straight guy. He's the guy in control. Like,
it's weird. He's the fuck up in this, but it's still Jason Bateman.
Yeah. That same wit, the same.
But his intensity is on like a different level. Like it's and his emotional. I would say his emotional range is much better in this. Or not better, but it's a wider emotional range than but yeah, so that it's amazing. I mean, it's tremendous. I don't know who wrote it or who did it.
I do believe it has something to do with one of the writers from Ozarks.
Yeah. So, but you know who is Jude Law is tremendous in it, and I to be honest, like I have Jude Law, and I was looking after I watched the show at like his history. As
his IMDb,
yeah. He's not in much that I've liked or watched. Like I actually think this might be like the first project that he's really in that I was like into.
Mm.
I know he's famous. I know who he is.
Yeah.
But like, if you could ask me before this, like, what movies is Jude Law in that he's really good in that you like? I couldn't name any.
I can name a few.
Go
I
ahead.
like Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yep.
I like
I haven't seen it. Never
Enemy at
seen
the
it.
Gates.
Never seen it.
Him and Ed Harris. It's great. But my favorite is a role where it's not a lead, but it's Road to Perdition. He plays a hitman in Road to Perdition. And he shaved his head and he had like gritty teeth. And I really like, especially when like leading men from Hollywood do that. Don't go. You're not acting on your looks. I need your skill. I need, you know what I mean, to convey stuff. It's where Colin Farrell won me over when he finally wasn't the handsome guy in something. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Enemy at the Gates, huh? When is that? When was that made?
Ooh, shit. 2000 ish.
That's
2001
right,
maybe. It's been a long time. He's a sniper in World War.
Ed Harris. I love Ed Harris.
He's not bad in anything ever.
No. So I might have to check that out. It's a war movie?
Yes.
Good?
About snipers.
Really good?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but the interesting thing, and I'm not no spoilers, but like, so they're brothers, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, I saw them squabble in one of the things I didn't want to see.
Okay, yeah. So they're brothers. Bateman's the older brother. Now, in real life, how old do you think Bateman is?
Shit, man, he was in Teen Wolf 2 and Hogan's Family. All right, so 58.
56, I think. 56.
So Jude Law's older than that.
No.
He's not? I would have guessed Jude Law's older.
Maybe. Guess how old his character is in this movie?
Jude Law's character?
Bateman's.
Probably about my age, about 46.
Jude Law's 52. So it's interesting because the long hair, the beard,
yeah,
he looks super young.
Yeah.
He's playing a 52-year-old in the movie. And Jude Law, 52 in real life, playing a 50-year-old in this show.
Yeah.
I mean. So they're like right there in their age range. And it's very, I think that the age plays a big deal into like it's for me, it was an instant classic. It's not, you're not going to get a season 2. It's a one-off. It's a one-off. And it's totally worth it. Yeah. So I highly recommend. What else is out? Anything else out?
Task.
Task is terrific.
You've already watched it?
So you can't watch it all. Comes out 1 week at a time.
So you've watched how many? 1 or 2?
3.
You've watched 3 already?
3. It's so good. I don't know which I like better. I probably like Task better at this point.
Okay.
I don't know. But it's only 3 in. And Black Rabbit is like, it's like a fucking, it's just all over.
It's a ride.
Yeah. It's a ride. So, but yeah, Task is the story is very good. And we're just starting to scratch the surface, you can tell.
Okay.
But yeah,
there's only 2 shows that are on my radar to get in during football season.
Yeah, those are.
As of right now, that's the only 2 I got.
Those are the ones right now. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm watching a show. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Like when I'm like half asleep, kind of half watching it, but I catch myself sometimes staying up and watching it because it's too good. Sometimes like the shows I pick to go to sleep to will be too good. You know what I mean? And they keep me awake. And my wife hates it that I keep the TV on when I sleep, but I always have. So I try to pick stuff that like I can fall asleep to. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Funny stuff, or
The
whatever.
movie that I mentioned earlier, that I love with Jude Law, Road to Perdition, is my favorite movie to sleep to because it's like raining the whole movie.
Oh,
And
that'd
it's
be
like
great.
real soft music on it. It's like a period piece from like the 30s in Chicago.
Interesting.
But I'll sleep to that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. So what was it? Oh, Condor. Have you ever seen the show Condor?
I've heard of it, but I have no idea what it is.
Pretty
And
good.
you may have been the one that mentioned it to me. Just
I
so
don't
you
think
know.
so. I don't think
have no
so.
idea.
I didn't know what it was until like a week ago.
What's it on?
I think it's from MGM Plus.
Is that a
seasons.
freebie? Is that a freebie one?
2 seasons, and they said they're coming out with a third. It's a spy. It's a spy show.
Is that with Michael Fassbender and Kate Blanchett?
Kate Blanchett? I don't think so.
Michael Fassbender.
I'm looking him up.
You don't know who he is?
No.
You've seen him.
Not by name.
He was in Inglourious Bastards.
Is that him? I don't think that's him. No.
You're right. That's Black Bag. I'm seeing it in the comments down there.
Yeah. Thank you. Black Bag. Yeah, that looks good too. What is that on?
I thought it was like Apple Plus or something. But it's about spies. That's what I do know. So when you said Condor is about spies, that's where my brain went.
Let me bring up Condor and tell you who's in it and see if you know anybody in it.
I probably do.
There's not much out there about it, honestly.
I must have seen an ad or something because I've definitely heard of it, but I have no concept.
It's pretty good. Do you know who Max Irons is?
Max Irons?
Yeah.
No, Jeremy Irons. I don't know Max Irons.
Max Irons is the lead. Do you know who Liam Labaney is?
No. You
William
could be making
Hurt.
these names up.
You know who William Hurt is, right?
Yeah. Bill Hurt. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's in it.
Am I wrong? He's dead, right?
Brendan Fraser's in it.
Oh.
Plays a really weird role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Encino Man. I know.
Mira Sorvino. She's famous.
Mira Sorvino, yeah. She was in Mimic.
Yeah. Is he dead? Is Bill Hurt dead?
Yeah, I think Bill Hurt's dead. He was married to Marlee Matlin.
He died in... How are they making a third season?
I don't know. Is he a very important character? Because that'll be a...
Kind of.
That'll be a huge
Maybe they lied to me. What the hell? Let me check.
Have you ever seen the movie I Love You to Death?
No.
In it, William Hurt and young Keanu Reeves play like these stoners who end up having to become hitmen for this really weird scenario. They're hilarious in it. They steal the show in my mind.
All right. Mixed status. As of September 2025, there's no official announcement regarding Condor Season 3. And it has not been released. Well, we know it hasn't been released, you fucking asshole.
Billy Hurt.
Hold on. Season 3 officially renewed, according to DirecTV. So we're getting mixed stuff.
So how far along are you in Condor?
6 episodes. What? Buddy in the movie. What's he saying?
He's saying that Bill Hurt, man, he dies in real life.
Oh, I'm playing my own spoiler.
He's probably not going to make it through the series.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, no, he's not that kind of
After
character.
the part where the guy died,
It's not like him dying in real life ruins the show for me. that would suck, right? Like, oh man, that fucking
Sorry to drop that
blows.
bombshell on you right there.
I just ruined the whole show for myself.
I don't even know how I knew William Hurt was
dead in real life.
I just it felt like that happened.
That would be awful. He's dead in real life. I'm done with this show. The hell am I watching it for?
Unrealistic.
No, he's not that kind. He's not he's not a character that's critical of the show. Like, it would be fine without him, I think. He's good, but
He was a great actor, man.
Yeah, he's very good. Brad spoils his own show, finding out character is dead in real life. That'd make a good little clip from our show. Idiot. What an idiot I am. Is it based on 3 Days of the Condor? No. I don't think. Is that a spy show or movie?
No, but it says Robert Redford is in it. Robert Redford just passed away. Another guy just died.
Interesting. So if you're watching anything with Robert Redford, go ahead and stop
Yes,
now.
he's not going to make it.
He won't. He's not going to make it. Aaron. Too funny, Aaron. Made me laugh out loud. I got tears in my eyes from that. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah, so we can talk about this and then we'll get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is going on with Mike Hall?
I don't know,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. So he practiced today.
Limited, but he practiced.
First time since September 14th. 15th?
17th.
17th.
Yeah. He practiced last Wednesday, set out Thursday. He was on the bike the whole time.
You know what's going on, right? Do you know what's going on?
What?
I don't know if I can say it on the air, but
No.
I know what's going on.
Okay. I'm glad you know.
I mean, sort of. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. There's a disagreement here,
Yeah.
it feels like.
Well, there has to be, because you pay doctors and trainers to decide whether we should IR this cat or not, or if he's going to be back in the next 3-4 weeks. And he obviously doesn't believe he's ready.
He's not on the IR.
Mm-hmm.
He was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, week 3, week 4, when you would expect a guy that you don't IR to come back, all of a sudden he's DMP on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
No setback every day from Stefanski. No setback.
I don't buy anything Stefanski says, man.
Right, but no setback. So what do you think's going on? Well, I would presume that the team is like, hey,
we're ready for you. And he's like, coach, I'm not feeling it today.
Not ready yet.
Not feeling it. A little tight. A little tight over there.
Yet. Or he went
That's
to
so disappointing, though, man.
Independent doctor or something, right? Got a scan or something, and somebody said, that's my guess. That would be my guess.
Yeah, super disappointing, man. Like, you pay doctors and trainers to make these decisions, and sometimes you have to save a guy from themselves if they were trying to ramp him up too soon and he's not feeling it. But you have to be on that same page before you put this kid on the roster. You got to figure that shit out. You have to. Because, like, when I look at it, I'm like, okay, what areas have you struggled in that an extra roster spot would help? I immediately go to, like, kick coverage. And would I have been better off with EMA on my active roster for kick coverage or something, rather than burning a roster spot for no reason, These are the things you have to weigh when you only have 53 and you can only dress 48.
Yeah, but I don't think it's been that significant of a killer. I mean,
You could be if you could be 1% better, you got to do it. Whatever it is. I don't give a shit what we're talking. Those roster spots are so valuable, man. We did, and it'd be if this is the first time this shit would happen, I'd be like, oh, whatever. But like Jack Conklin, same shit happened last year. You didn't IR him, and he didn't play in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, But that's got to be player. That's got to be player trainer disconnect, right?
Yeah. But I pay the doctors and trainers to make these decisions. Like you got to be 100%. We need the timeline has to be as close to concrete as you can get it.
Yeah, you now, better be playing week 3 or 4.
Yes.
Yep.
And even if it's borderline, then just IR him and have him be 100%. Err on the side of caution, especially for a young player like Hall.
Well,
where you're in a position where, like, don't get me wrong, I want Mike Hall on the field. I think he's going to be tremendous for this pass rush. But have we been hurting? Have we been like, man, we need another defensive tackle? Doesn't feel like that right now. When he comes,
not right now because they're loaded.
Yeah, so I'd rather have a guy that extra spot for corner or another guy on kick coverage. Even if you're only 1% better, man, you owe that to your team if you can make that happen.
Yeah, I guess my only argument in this position is that, I mean, you have to designate 5 guys inactive anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And would the guy that you replace him with probably be inactive? Maybe. Possibly,
yes. Depending on the week to week, though. Sometimes styles make fights. You need something for a certain matchup.
Yeah, last week they threw the wrench at us with
the Dom Jones.
Cam.
100%.
Which he deserved fully to have that happen to him after his embarrassing performance against the Ravens. Embarrassing.
Yeah. Horrendous, some would say. 3 touchdowns.
Horrendous. Yeah, I mean, so I get this. Yeah. I get it. Like, I don't want him to come back unless he feels ready to come back. But it's just weird. Because obviously the team expected him to be back by now.
Mm-hmm.
And to go from playing and like ramping up, and now he's a DMP, and then not, at least he's back out on the field again. I mean, he was right. He's involved. He was in the mic.
He's sitting on the bench next to Miles.
Yeah. I mean, but when he does come back, I mean, good Lord.
I don't know where whose reps are we taking?
It's just an embarrassment.
I don't even know, dude. Like, Malik's playing out of his mind right now, dude. Like, I can't take him off the field in pass rushing scenarios for Mike Hall. I can't.
He had the best pressure rate in the NFL last week. Number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, if you extrapolate right now, if you were like, okay, if you can get this performance out of these guys for the rest of the season, Malik's probably all pro. If he does this for the rest of the year, you'd have him and Miles on the line. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. But I mean, when you've got, most people would say, and it's fair to say, when you're using 3 guys on Myles Garrett like they were at times on Sunday, you should win. However, he is winning. Dude, he is so strong. I don't know, like his he
wins with his hands, man.
Yeah, his hands, the swipes, the swims, dude. He throws people off of him, and he's by him like that, dude.
Forceful.
And then Mason's learning from him too, because he's doing some of the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mason just seems to beat people right off the get sometimes.
Yeah. He's a problem already, man.
Or he gets even with you, and he's like past you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Like,
I love when defensive linemen have a background in wrestling.
Yeah,
and you see it.
You've mentioned that before. Yeah. The thing with Mason is, like, you look at him without a helmet on, and you're like, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy looks like he's in 6th grade. And
this kid, this child,
and but then when he goes out there, he just dominates. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wise pickup.
Good stuff. I mean, it looks like it's early, but
yeah, obviously. I mean, it's super small sample size, but it's always better to play well than not. So I'm gonna put some.
They are winning that trade so far.
Yes.
Is one of the DT? Nah, I'm keeping all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping all of them.
It's at some point. Like, you can't even get Aiden Huntington on the field. Like, you can't.
Right.
He's amazing.
Right.
Can't even
He
get him on the
is.
field, man.
He is amazing. I don't know if he's ready to take on a full load. I don't know if he's ready to take on a full load.
He's playing more fullback than anything else right
I
now,
know.
man. Like,
He is amazing, and he does win.
yeah.
Like at a high frequency, to the point like you want to find more reps for him, but I don't know if he could take on the full load. Like, it's a little early to be like, okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying you do it. I'm just,
yeah.
Because
crazy, though.
I would have lost this game because I was trying to get Shelby Harris out of here in the offseason. Like, look at these guys you got. I'm like, you could move Shelby, maybe pick up a corner. But if I do that, we don't win that game.
Yep. Block God.
You know what I mean? I'd have lost you the game. But I didn't.
Block God.
15-5 for the record, boys. 15-5.
Did you hear Stefanski talking about his the stupid questions they were asking him about the blocking? Is that something you teach, that you guys practice and teach? He's like, no, that's innate.
It's his hands.
It's his hands.
Catcher's mitts for hands.
Do you guys practice that? No, he was like, no, I can think of him blocking a kick like 12 years ago when I was in Minnesota. He's done it like his whole career.
Yeah, this is 6 blocked field goal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's innate. Yeah, like that's
this is a skill play. He just does that. That's what he does.
You guys practice that?
Oh, Aaron, they lead the league in dumb questions. Those pressers are brutal sometimes, man.
Might have been.
It might have
been. Probably was. I wouldn't put it past him. He leads.
Grossy asked a good question to Reese, and he sounded like stunned. Like, it actually is a good question.
Jesus, Tony. Jesus.
And don't do it. Don't reference him.
Yeah. You're right, Aaron. You are right. One is self-serving, ask self-serving questions, which is really annoying.
Yeah. My favorite was when Mary Kay asked something she asked the question to Grant about the Derrick Henry thing. She's the one that asked. And is it, and then when she got her answer, she went to Stefanski, like, can you believe he said this? It's like, you asked the question.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I can, but like you did, like she tried to get both ends of it. Like,
no,
I'll get him to say something fallacious, and then I'm going to go to, can you believe he said this? Like, yeah, he got asked that question by you.
What do you think about this person saying this that I dragged out of him 20 minutes ago?
You know what I mean? Like, how dare he?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, man. TMZ reporting. I don't care for it.
That is TMZ stuff right there. She's a Hall of Famer. She's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame is something, right? Isn't she?
Yeah, dude, she Dikembe Mutombo'd my ass my first week on Twitter. Like,
yeah.
I couldn't tell you what happens over there.
Yeah. Ashley Bastock is actually a good what? From PD? A good P from PD?
You got me there, Balone. I don't know what code we're speaking in.
Over my head. Yeah.
Plain dealer. PD, plain dealer.
Yeah, but what's
Took me a second to get down and what the other one is.
Well, how can you be a good P, though? A good is actually...
Yeah, she's part of the beat.
Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's fine. She's pretty good. Okay, I got it. There. I'm following.
We got you.
Good stuff. Yeah, she's not bad. I mean,
Cam Justice is good. She has thoughtful questions.
Cam Justice is excellent. I would
say
she's
thoughtful
excellent.
Questions.
She does ask thoughtful questions, and she does a really good job with her coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, let's get out of here.
Yes, sir.
We're going up almost 2 hours. Anything you want to push out, talk about? Anything you want to pump?
No, just keep an eye on Taylor Decker tomorrow. See if he goes. He's missed the last 2 practices, and they don't want to be facing Myles Garrett, the backup left tackle. So,
yeah,
keep an eye on it.
I are you are you. It's the first thing I asked him because it was
but
waiting for me in the chat when I
Jerome
arrived.
Harrison got a 0 because he quit playing for the Browns in 2010.
Jerome Harris.
He got a 0, bro. He ran here since 2010. We shipped him to Philly. He ended up in Detroit.
Aaron Pierce, you said it, man. Let's go. I don't even know what's the score. What's the score right now? What's the score? Can't wait. 4-2. We're winning. Are we winning, Aaron? Didn't who get cancer?
Jerome Harrison, maybe.
Peacemaker episode 6.
Jerome Harrison's only like 42 years old. He's still a young man.
There you go, Case. Peacemaker.
I'm aware.
I
won't get it in tonight, though. I'll go watch some football. Hang out with my kids.
We just scored in the bottom of the 8th. No, so we're not winning. Okay, we are losing. That's not great.
That's not good.
Okay.
You guys got to rally.
Got to rally.
Get it going.
A loss tonight. We pull back even with them after gaining the lead. That could be tough. He's still the tiebreaker. 7-3. Who scored in the Seahawks game? Tell me it was Walker or JSN, please. Should have played the Browns film breakdown parlay of the Thursday night parlay presented by FanDuel. Presented by FanDuel. Presented by FanDuel. I'm checking it to see where we stand.
I'm pulling for JSN.
Nope, neither.
Charbonnet.
It's early, though. It's only the second quarter.
Yeah.
Torrey Orton has 1 reception. McBride has 11 yards. Harrison has 6, 8 now. Yeah, so that's the bet tonight. In Jigba, Jackson Smith in Jigba, be clear.
Yeah. Any other Njigbas?
Jackson Smith in Jigba, anytime touchdown. Kenneth Walker, the third, anytime touchdown. Torrey Orton over 2.5 receptions. Trey McBride over 50 yards receiving. And Marvin Harrison Jr. over 30 yards receiving. I really watered down those yardages because I don't trust Marv very much, but okay. AJ Barner got it. Peacemaker. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are the best chat. Appreciate you guys hanging around with us every Thursday night. I'll always have 2009.
Yeah, the Chiefs game was something.
Harrison Jr. is next wide receiver.
Complete side note: I can see Kyler getting traded at some point.
Would you take him? Would you take him?
I'm not looking at it as interest. I'm just saying I just think that thing's going to run its course.
Would you be interested?
I don't know. Not really.
What do you think of him as an NFL quarterback?
It's
pretty good.
He's okay. I don't know, man. It's like if he's okay, then how come he didn't play good? Like I see, he just disappears in games, man. I could have been talked into it before the knee injury in 23. 22. Yeah, I'm not giving up anything crazy.
He's a hell of a lot better than what we've had. No?
I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
You don't know if that's true?
I'm not a believer in him, man. I don't know what you want. And how much of this is I got him in some fantasy leagues and I got burnt by him and I'm like, fuck that guy. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that means nothing though as far as
No, I
real
do. I watch
football.
the games though, and I'm like, at no point I'm like, they're in trouble now. He's got the ball with 2 minutes left. I never feel
You
like that.
never feel that way. You're never like, damn man, Kyler looks good today. He's throwing it all over the yard, running all
Not the
over the
last
place.
3 years. No.
Are you serious? He's
What
had some hell of
games am I
games.
missing?
You're missing some.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he's had some really good games where he runs all over the place and throws the ball all over the yard. I mean, he's also had some games where he's been terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Am I trading for that? Probably not, man. Is he a reclamation project? Okay. Am I trading for it? Probably not.
He's more than a reclamation project. He's a starter in the league. He's probably a top 20 starter.
I mean, we don't have time to do the whole thing, but could I find 20 other quarterbacks I'd rather have?
I doubt it.
Probably.
I doubt it.
Would you take him or Brock Purdy?
No. Not in Stefanski's offense, but I mean, if you got to give me the, context.
No, I'm just saying in general. Would you think he's better than Brock Purdy right now? Do you think he's better than Matt Stafford? Would you rather have him or Sam Darnold?
I'd rather have him over Sam Darnold.
Okay. That's the line.
Wouldn't you?
I don't know. To me, they're the same tier player to me. I don't know. I don't look at him as anything special, man. He has special physical gifts, but he's also 5'10" and 190. Like that. It's hard for me to believe in that long term, man.
I know. But he's made it work in the NFL long enough that I don't think his height is an issue anymore. Am I crazy to say that?
I mean, you must watch him more than me because you definitely have a harder stance than me. I don't know. I'm not buying stock. Kyler Murray going forward.
I guess I'm not buying stock either. I guess I'm open-minded to.
Yeah, no, we have look, man, we don't have anything. I get it. So is he better than what we have right now? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's far better than what we have right now. In my opinion. All right, let's go. We're out of here. Thank you for watching. All Eyes on Cleveland. Get over to Browns Film Breakdown. Subscribe. Get in the Founders Chat. Do it. It's worth it. You'll thank me later. You get a free hat. You get a bunch of stuff. You get in a bunch of free contests. Get to talk with us every day and chat all day long. It's a lot of fun, actually. And of course, you get Jake's breakdowns. You get the podcast full as soon as they come out every night, every day. You get everything. It's terrific. Go brownsfunbreakdown.com. It's also in the description below. Go subscribe. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful night. Anything to say, Casey?
No, man. Hold tight, man. Sunday's
tight,
coming.
Baby. Let's go. Let's get another win. 2 in a row. With that, thanks for watching. For Casey Kinnamon, my name is Brad Ward, and we are out.